Brothers of Metal is a band I've been following ever since they released Prophecy of Ragnarok independently way back in 2016. Unfortunately, I can't double check that date considering that all of the stuff to do with when this album was released independently has been wiped off the internet in a way. Like, I can't find when they first released it. But anyway, I'm here to talk about if the album still holds up. And first of all, I just want to mention that this is a 8 member band, so yeah, that's a lot of members. So let me now start with the first song on the album, Death of the God of Light. And this song is a fantastic intro song as it shows you what style you'll be hearing throughout the album. So it will be over the top in the symphonic aspect of it with some great guitar work as well as vocals. This may seem a cop out, but the highlight of this song to me is just this song because it does it in every aspect, everything so well. I love this song so much. I've listened to it so many times throughout the years, and every time I hear that intro, I get pumped. And I have nothing to nitpick when it comes to this song. Everything about the song is just fantastic. So yeah, I guess that's a good enough segue for me to talk about the second track on the album. Oh yeah, and before I move on, I just double checked the vocalists in this band, and there are three. There is Eva Eriksson, Joachim Eriksson. They're the two main vocalists, and Mats Nielsen, who does the voices of the gods. And speaking of gods, track 2 is Son of Odin. For different reasons. This song is where you would start to see that Brothers of Metal ain't no ordinary Viking metal band that kind of glorifies it. They don't really take the Norse mythology too seriously, and in Son of Odin, it is a great example of this. And you'll also see that throughout this album. So onto the song. Eva isn't in this song, so this is the first song in the album where it's primarily Joachim and Matt, with Matt portraying, I guess, Odin and Joachim portraying, well, his son. And yeah, this song, as I've stated, doesn't take itself seriously. You can tell that in Matt and Joachim's vocals. You can tell when listening to it that they don't take it too seriously. Like on my first listen of this song, like the first things you'll hear are lightning, and then Matt kicks in as he laughs as Odin, and it sets you up for what the song is gonna be. And it is just a joy from start to finish with some great guitar work. The mixing in the song is great. You can hear everything. You can hear the sound effects in the song perfect. You can hear all the other instruments that they use. And I almost forgot, but Yuva does kick in this song, and she kicks in partially in the chorus of the song. I don't know why that slipped my mind. Yet again, I don't have anything to nitpick with this song or anything. It's just a fun song to listen to, honestly. And I know I've said that about Death of the God of Light, but when listening to this album again for this video, I forgot how solid of a song this was, as well as Death of the God of Light. And it will probably be no surprise that the title of the track, Prophecy of Ragnarok, is another fantastic song. Like, these first three songs are, like, legitimately fantastic. Prophecy of Ragnarok is a song that is over the top in every way, and you can see that in the vocals. Everyone gets in this. Yuva, Joachim, and Mats also have distinct parts in this song. Like, they don't overshadow each other. This is what you call a title track, where you pull out all the stops. And I want to talk quickly about how the song is structured, because apart from just the song being normally structured, how a traditional power metal song would be, everything plays off of each other. So when Yuva is singing, the guitars and the keyboards are very over the top and synthy, and when Joachim kicks in with some growl vocals, which were a surprise, the guitars go a lot more heavier, and it just adds to the experience. The song also has a great intermission part towards the end of the song, where Matt gets a prominent part of this song. So yeah, overall, Prophecy of Ragnarok is a fantastic power metal song. It's a fantastic title song. Honestly, one of the best power metal songs I think ever created. And I know that's a bold statement. So, me coasting off of that, next up is Defenders of Valhalla. And with a song and a title like that, you can only really go one of two ways. You can either try and be serious, which more often than not doesn't really work because that kind of has been played to death, or you can do it the other way, which has been played to death, and not really take it too seriously. And with Son of Odin, Brothers of Metal have shown that they can make something that's not serious and great at the same time. And this is the same with Defenders of Valhalla. While I wouldn't put it above Son of Odin, that song is pretty near and dear to me. I would say it's an overall good song. Like, there's nothing wrong with the song. It's got some great vocals. The guitar work and the keyboard work is great. Got some great drum work. It's got everything in the right places to be good. So yeah, it's a song that doesn't take itself seriously, and overall, it's a fun listen. And up next, I hope you like Exposition because that's exactly what Calming Nords is. It's alright. I was gonna make a Skyrim joke here, but honestly, I can't really think of one, so let your imagination go wild, I guess. Honestly, all I really see it as is a way to transition into Yggdrasil. And I hope you like slow songs because that's exactly what Yggdrasil is. It's a weird one because this is a song I find unintentionally funny, mainly because I find Joachim's vocals in this just kind of ridiculous. I don't know if it was intentional or was made to be serious, but Eva is a lot more serious in the song, and his one just seem unintentionally funny. Like, it doesn't suit the style of the song that it's going for, at least in my opinion. And if you're wondering what part it's when Joachim shouts gods at the end of the first verse as well as later on in the song, I don't know why, it just amuses me. It doesn't take away what the song's going for, a more serious, you can put that one in quotation, song. But again, overall, another great song. I don't really have any other issues apart from what I said, but I don't know if you want to count that as an issue. And I also have a similar thing to discuss with the next song, Tear. Now, let me start off by saying, yeah, this song is pretty good. Like, it's not my favorite on the album. I find that out of all the other songs, I would rather listen to any of the other ones apart from Tear. I mean, it's still a good song, but the thing I don't get, and it's unique to this song, you know, when you have those things where you listen to a song and you think it's said one way. In this song, there is a line where they scream, "It's Tuesday." And I thought that was a mistake. I thought they were meant to say it's Doomsday, but no, I've been looking up the lyrics online and it's Tuesday is the line. This was intentional. I feel like they meant to make you feel like they were saying it's Doomsday instead of it's Tuesday, because just them screaming that is just dumb as hell and shows that, yeah, Tear is a song that doesn't take itself too seriously. And me kind of looking this up, I appreciate this song a lot more now. I thought it was just not a typo or them not really, I don't know, thinking it through or just pronouncing it weird, but no, the line is it's Tuesday, and that's kind of amazing. Yeah, again, overall, I think this song is above average. It's a standard structured song for power metal, so you know the deal. I don't really feel like going through the song. I mainly wanted to highlight that one part. Sorry if this is your favourite song on the album, but after multiple listens to this throughout the years and me listening to it again, the only other thing that stands out is a pretty good solo towards the end of the song. Apart from that, yeah, the song's good. And what else is good is Siblings of Metal, but for different reasons. And to anyone that's listened to this song, yeah, this song is an opener. This is something they would play live. It's more about the band and kind of, yay, Vikings, badass, cool, I guess. It's the You Like Vikings song, but they do play up the vocals in this song as well as the guitar work. Again, another song that is pretty good. The song would probably be a lot better live though, just saying. That's the problem with songs like this, where it's very band referential. And with Gods of War, I wanted to talk about something that they do quite a lot in this album, and that's that Eva will have a line and then Joachim will have a line in a song. And this happens throughout Gods of War, and it's very noticeable. Like, passively listen, you probably won't, but in this song, it's very structured. It's like they'll say like a few words, and then the other one will kick in with a few words, and then it'll just keep switching. This is also the first song where they start swearing, unless I've missed one in one of the previous songs, but this is the first song that I can hear clearly them swearing, and honestly, whenever I hear swearing in power metal, I find it quite weird. I don't really know why. I understand contextually it used in this song, but for like other power metal songs, when they use swearing, I usually am like, why? I mean, in this song, it's fine, it's alright, doesn't take away from the song. The song for me is just like Siblings of Metal, where it's like, the song's fine. Oh, look, there's a swear word, I guess that's cool and edgy. But apart from that, this song is vocally formulaic, but there's some good guitar work in here. And it probably sounds like I'm trashing this song, but I'm really not. It's pretty good. It's just very tropey. So from going trope to trope, I am now going to talk about Freya. I'm probably butchering that. So this song is very ballady. It's quite a more serious song compared to the previous two songs that have been playing, and well, most of this album. This album kind of goes semi-serious song, here's a serious song, here's a few not serious song, and this song is like Yggdrasil. Like, Yggdrasil is the first to break up in the first half, and I see this song as the second breakup for the second half of the song, even though it comes a lot earlier. There's only really a 2 song difference. It's kind of nice to have a short break followed by 2 songs and then another short break from that. But if you do want to make the argument that they should have placed this song towards the end of the album, I would agree. But overall, it's a pretty good song. It's slow like Yggdrasil. So if you're a fan of Yggdrasil, you probably like this song. Or if you're looking for a slow song that's Viking themed, then maybe give this one a listen. But Yggdrasil is still a better song. Next up is the Mead song, and if you need a song to convince you of your alcoholism and how it's not a real thing, then this is the song for you, because this is another one of those songs about drinking. And it's another one of their songs that don't take itself too seriously. Overall, the song is pretty good, but if you're tired of songs like this, then I would give this one a pass, as the song is, I do enjoy it, but I have to be in the mood to listen to this song, as there are a lot of songs, especially in the Viking genre of metal, about drinking, and it can get tiresome at times. But don't worry, guys, they don't take it seriously, so I guess that elevates it up a little bit. I don't know, at first I was like, yeah, the song is good, but the more I listen to it, I'm like, I'm kind of sick of these songs. Like, the song is fine. Like, I have no real issues with it. It's just that at this point I've listened to, but I haven't reviewed on this channel, of course, a lot of songs like these, because these songs can go on that line of just generic. But yet again, at least Brothers of Metal's The Mead song isn't generic, it's a little bit more fun. I know I said that Drunken Dwarfs was a good song, but at least that was a little bit more different than this. And I don't know, I guess the more I've listened to this song, the more I've just been kind of indifferent about this song. I went from, oh yeah, this is a great song, to, oh, this song, I guess I'll listen to it. I know it seems like I'm ragging on this song a little bit, and I am, but I still do enjoy the song. And Slayfair, the next song is a song I completely forgot about. I forgot this was on the album, and this song is really good for a song I completely forgot about. Joachim has his best vocal work on this song. Like, it seems like he had so much fun when it came to his part of the song. And Yuva just kind of does Yuva. But in general, this song is a great listen. I didn't expect a song about a horse. I haven't really read too much into Norse mythology, but this song is a good showcase of just how weird it all is and just strange. I recommend looking up the lyrics to this song because I did, and that's how I found out it was about a horse. And just some of the word choices is just strange, but in a good way. Next is Fire, Blood, and Steel, and this is another one of those yay heavy metal songs that all sing about it, and it's pretty good. It's a lot better than Defenders of Valhalla to me. This is another one of the songs where they swear, but honestly, I'm alright with them in this one. I know that in Defenders of Valhalla they swear, and I said it was unnecessary, but I am more okay with it in this song because of the context, I guess, with this song being more of a yay heavy metal than yay Vikings. Look, overall, Fire and Blood and Steel is a alright song. It's pretty good. Compared to Defenders of Valhalla, I prefer it. But it's still just in that area of average for me when it comes to power metal songs. As much as I am a fan of like fan servicey songs, having two in one album is a bit much. And We Believe in Metal kind of shoots itself in the foot with its title after Fire, Blood, and Steel being a more to the fans of metal song, and We Believe in Metal is more about trusting in your blade as a Viking. It's a good outro song. It's a bit ballady in places, and I think that was intentional. So if you're a fan of ballads, you would enjoy this. If you're not a fan of ballads, you won't enjoy this. It's a very formulaic song. It's got a pretty good solo in it, and overall, it's a pretty good closing song for the album. So overall, I think this album is genuinely fantastic, especially when I first heard it when they released it independently. I was just amazed by the quality, and when they got picked up by AFM Records, I was surprised to see them re-release the album because I know a lot of bands when they get signed don't do that. But you know what, AFM was smart considering they decided to release a bunch of the songs as singles: Prophecy of Ragnarok, Fire, Blood and Steel, Yggdrasil, and the Mead song alongside the album. And you know what, it has worked perfectly. It went from when I first found them like 20k listeners to 259k, and that's rare for a band that's only released one album in 3 years. And to top it all off, I'm just looking at Yggdrasil, 7.2 million, Prophecy of Ragnarok, 4.3 million, Son of Odin, 2.4 million, Defenders of Valhalla, 1.9 million, Death of the God of Light, 1.8 million. That's just on Spotify, and that's just ridiculous numbers, especially for power metal. And at first, I was a little bit disappointed by them just re-releasing the album, and then I looked a few months later and saw the numbers just going up on the listens, and I was just happy because now more people get to listen to a band that is genuinely great. And with power metal, you don't see booms like this. You don't just see bands just come out of nowhere and dominate a scene unless you're Beast in Black, but Beast in Black had a reason, and that was Anton Corbijn having a creative dispute with some of the members over at Battle Beast. But you just don't see this. You don't see a band in power metal explode like this. You don't see a band in Viking metal explode like this. And there is a reason for that, because a lot of these songs are really good. And I know I've been a little bit down on some of these songs, but that's because I've listened to this album from start to finish, like maybe 10 to 12 times. And some of the songs on their own, maybe like 40 to 50. I can guarantee I've listened to Prophecy of Ragnarok over 60 times. Like, some of the songs in this album are just that damn good. and coming back for a full listen a few years later is still welcoming to me. Like, I still think this album holds up. It can be a little bit tropey at times, but you know what? That's fine. The album is genuinely fantastic. The fact that they changed nothing from going independent to being signed shows how good they are and how talented they are. So yeah, it still holds up and is still worth a re-listen, or showing someone who's into music this album, because I'm sure they'll enjoy it.